I think you all know this, or maybe you don't. These following apps are the ones that have really gathered the data on the world and allowed them to pre-plan an event like this and know what the public response will be. And I would urge anyone listening to this to delete, remove, and completely get yourself off these platforms. And if you need to seek addiction help, and I'm not being patronizing, I can sum it up in that one sentence. You might need addiction help if you would find it difficult to give up Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We could go into the dating apps like Tinder, and I don't know what the others are. If there's other comparisons at the moment, those as well. Seek alternatives to all of them, or simply stop using services like this. This is the tools, I should say, that have brought us to this situation. The level of mapping of the human brain, okay, the neurolinguistic programming and the direction that they've also taken this in so that they can push a whole society in one direction with a series of events, small events leading up to a big event, and they already understand the reaction because everything has been pre-tested in an area before. It'll be tested on 100 people, then 1,000 people, then 10,000 people, and the responses will be measured until they get the responses they want. It's a well worn out practice and has been for about 100 years of modern history anyway. Those apps I mentioned, Facebook in particular, and Twitter, just get them off your devices. Get off them, really. Find alternatives. If you want to be part of something new and you want to recognize where we all went wrong over the past decade or so, it's in those apps. It's in that privacy. It's in that unhuman way to communicate. And if you think about it now, the only way to defy these apps would be to get out of your front door. But look at what they've done to many people's ability to get out of their front door. I hope you understand. You are being forced into using these apps to communicate, and that should tell you what's wrong with them. There is nothing wrong with a telephone call. There's nothing wrong with an email between friends and family. There's nothing wrong. You don't have to communicate through Facebook. You don't have to see what people are gossiping about on Twitter. All of these things are so heavily censored that you're not getting a true representation of anything. It's just hitting pleasure receptors. And I understand I have the same idiosyncrasies, or what do they call them, as everybody else. And I like YouTube. I mean, I like YouTube because it's practically anonymous. Obviously not 100% anonymous, but practically. Although the censorship's not great, and their ability to affect even live stuff is really annoying me. My sound, I've had to delete so many videos because of sound issues where I'd be saying something that I guess would be sensitive, and I just had to delete the video. That happens so many times that often you lose track, and those videos never get published. Those thoughts never get published. So probably lucky for some of you, actually. So yeah, please take heed. I got off Facebook 9 years ago. I did set up an Instagram account, but it was for an experiment. Uh, I had a Twitter account attached to that Instagram account. All of it was anonymous, had nothing to do with me. And as soon as I finished my project, I deleted and destroyed all of them and just let them run without any interference from me. I don't get messages, anything. So they're evil, and the people behind them are evil, and they know what they know what we're going to do next. The only way to stop them knowing what we're all going to do next is not to use the platforms that are set up for us as traps. Cheers.